Alright, so deck 17, a lot of things going on here. You have the Vibe Beach Club, then of course you have Surfside Cafe, Surfside Grill, upscale restaurant Sukhothai and Palomar, and also take you through to the pool deck. Now to get to the pool deck you've got to go through the Surfside Cafe, which is the buffet, which is a little bit crazy. If you go down here, this is the Vibe Club. Obviously that's an upcharge. You have to buy the ticket or pass before you go, but just before you go out there's a Surfside Grill, so that's near, so you can get some food for the Vibe. It does have, of course, its own facilities, bar, etc, etc. You can do a quick walk through. It's breakfast, so it's going to be busy, but this is going to be the Surfside Grill. So as it suggests, it has all the foods, and then it switches out for lunch. It'll be burgers, hot dogs, etc, etc. So we'll walk through pretty quickly. There's a bar here, Surfside Bar, as you come in. Drink station. We have a lot of pastries and stuff. Got a fruit section, charcuterie area. The hot foods. Morning. Thank you. Morning. Lovely stuff. Some bacons. Oh, it does smell good. We have all the breakfast fare. It is a small buffet, but it does cover most things. And it's one places that you can go. There are lots of other locations, I'm so sorry, that you can go as well to eat, such as the locale, indulge. Alright, we've got some fruits down here.
Good morning.
Hi! And then we're going to go out here. This is an outside seating area. They do have heaters in the ceiling. So on cooler climes, like it has been on this sailing, they do heat it. So it makes it a little bit cozy out here. You can also, when there's stuff going on at the pool, you can sit here too and get some shade. This is obviously the beautiful pool area. It does come under a lot of criticism that it's a very small area, but it seems like they've done a better job at designing here. And I wonder if that's because they don't have the racetrack behind it anymore. So it feels like a more open space to me. You have like this area around it, like a little shallower area. I believe it has been heated, but it's whistling up here, the wind. Of course, we have the beautiful Waves pool bar. Morning! Lots of lovely places to sit. And yesterday was a beautiful day. It was packed out here, so people do appreciate it. Now, there is an overflow area from Palomar where you can come and also take your breakfast as well. It is outside. They do have like a little drink station here as well for coffees and juices, which is very nice. And it's nicely done, yeah, very pretty. So that's like a little overflow area because the buffet does get very, very busy. Just next to the Wave bar, or Waves pool bar, is an accessible shower. So if you are in a wheelchair or anything like that, you're able to use a shower before you go into the pool. On either side of the pool, we have these hot tubs. Apparently they're absolutely boiling hot. I don't think there's anyone in at the moment, so I'm just going to take a look. So they're a fairly decent size, and of course you have a nice view over the water there and everything. So they get a lot of use, they really do. Very popular. Alright, let's go check out the observation. Interesting little seating area here too. Of note, this is on deck 17, there is a smoking area, and that is no seating. Oh, someone's totally put a seat in there, but yeah, there's no seating. But it's the only place you can. Once you come into deck 17, you have the game zone. Let's take a quick look at that. It's not the virtual reality one-stop shop that it was before on the other, both Prima and Viva. This has changed quite radically, actually. So we have a combination for pay for games, like a regular arcade, and also there's some freebies. We have all these retro games here are all free. Everything else has its priced per usage. Anywhere between $3 to $6, depending on the game. I think there might be some, like a games card that you can get that might give you a discount. I'm not 100% sure. This rather cute thing is free to use. Lots of different games, a lot of fun. They have this bowling thing here. It's bowling alley is $6.99 a person. This is cute. This is like little war games for the kids, I think. I think these are free to use as well. It's called the Game Zone. It's like younger kids' games. All right. Let's go check out the observation lounge if we can get there. They do have the 3D virtual reality. You have to they're like $5 a pop, which is cool. It says visit the casino today and get your card. So you must be able to get a card from the casino. So then we go up to the observation lounge. I love the screen, it's so cool. I love these big models, fabulous. People love looking at them. Yeah, so I haven't been up to the kids thing yet. I guess we've got to go up one more to get to that. So let's see if we can get up there. So this is called the Sundeck. This is nice. It has a lot of seating up here. Got this little comfy seats here. This might be good if you're a parent with your kids, because this is the area for the children. Ooh, it's windy up here though. Kids Aqua Park. So that's fun, isn't it? It's got a little one for the little ones. It's got a lot of little slides, little submarine there. It's adorable. So that's nice. Let's see what we got over here. Sorry, it's very windy today. Oh wow, this is pretty spectacular. This is actually a massive shower. So I guess you can hose your kids down. Or if you're sharing a cabin and you come up here and have a shower. Wow, that's quite fancy. And I think the haven area is over this way, forward, so can't get there. Seems like there might be another level up top. Maybe, I don't know. Should we go up and take a look? Yeah, this is called the Sundeck even more, so let's go up here. Taking it all in. I haven't really had a chance to do all this yet. They have got everything packed away, of course, because it is very windy up here, and it has been a very windy cruise. It's nice. Woo! Mamma mia. Yeah, that's cool. So, there's the Sundeck for you. If you want a better sort of sailing, I think more Caribbean vibe, you could definitely enjoy that up there. You might get a bit toasty though. Also here you have the towel exchange. Let's go back inside. Just on the same deck, we're looking at deck 17, you have Palomar and Sukhothai. So let's have a quick look at Palomar. It does have its own bar, which is interesting. We did come and eat here the other day. Obviously they don't want anyone stepping in here, but it's a nice thing. You have a nice it's a nice area. You've got a nice sea view, and quite simple, nothing too fancy. The kitchen, they have their own kitchen here. So everything's cooked to order, and then out the back you have the outdoor seating. So you could well be offered this. If you come to eat at Palomar, you could also dine out here at night time as well, which I think probably in a warmer scenario would be good. We were offered that seating the other night, and we were like, no thank you, that's too cold. But yeah, it's a nice restaurant. We've got our own separate review on that, so check out that video. And then across from Palomar we have Sukhothai, which is a Thai restaurant. This was pretty good. This is the, if you have been on either the Viva or the Prima, you will know that this is the location of Food Republic. And we're sort of disappointed actually that they don't have that on this ship, because that's one of our favourites. So we'll see, it's a long restaurant. It is an upcharge. And it is located next to the Vibe. So you can see it being used out there today. Very nice. Alright, so we're going to head up to the Ocean Thrills, Aqua Slidecoaster, Bullseye Bar, all those good things. Come to the Vibe Beach Club, take a right and use these set of stairs. So that going from deck 17 to deck 18 aft. While you come up here, you can also have a cheeky little gander over into the Vibe area and see who's using it and who's bubbling in those hot tubs. Upcharge area comes with two rather large hot tubs on the side of the ship, a lot of very padded, voluptuous sun lounges, and cabanas, which I thought the cabanas were included, but they're not. Cabanas are $600 per sailing, give or take, and that will include 2 accesses to the Vibe. Prices will depend on the length of your sailing, etc. But yeah, don't think that the cabanas are up for grabs. They're not unless you've actually pre-purchased them. Here's the Bullseye Bar, which on most other sailings is barely ever open. Oh, and these are the... Oh, so that's a very different concept. They got rid of all the booth area and sort of the hangout and just made it more of a...
And there were people up here the other day playing darts.
Well, that's good.
Full up here.
You have a 20-minute game, looks like. And I guess you probably get all the stuff from behind the bar.
I think you actually get it from the game's check-in desk. That will
Okay. Let's go check it out. So then this takes us into the ping pong area, which is all free. Foosball. And then we've got, what is up here? Beer pong? Oh, they've got this funny little football thing. Okay, they also have these games too, you know, where you take the pucks and you throw them. Like a ring toss. Okay. And then we have a shuttleboard, right? All with a view. It's very nice. I guess if you want a ping pong ball, you want a paddle or something, you're going to come here. Some restrooms up here. Tea time is the mini golf. Tea time is $5 a person. It looks pretty cool. I'm assuming at night time it's all lit up. And just behind the tea time is the drop slide, the dry slide. So moving on up to deck 19 even actually. This will continue up these few steps, the next part of the tea time.
Technically it's
The tea time. And then the next thing is the glow court, that's upstairs. All right, here we have the pickleball. Just one little court, quite squidgy. So here we have, it's got to be 48 inches tall. So 300 pounds as a maximum weight. And it's going to go red or green. That's a bit of... Woo! Sarah made it! There we go. This is the Aqua Slidecoaster. We've got toilet facilities up here as well. You can see the coasters. And then here it will just sort of shoot you straight up that ramp up there and off you go. And then I think the last thing up here is the glow courts. So let's go take a look at them. To get to the glow court, you have to climb up to deck 20 basically. I don't think there's any elevators up this high. So you have to have be able to have no mobility issues. And then you should be good. They've also got some cute little chairs up here as well. Oh wow, let's go and have a little peek. This looks fun. Actually, throwing is much easier. If you're not a skilled operative with the old football, throwing is also an option. Okay, next we're going to head down to 16. That's mainly the Haven area, but it also does include the Mandara Spa and the fitness. So let's go check that out. Probably better is to use the forward elevators because that actually brings you out to the proper area. So here we have the Mandara Spa and Salon. Let's go check it out.
Morning.
Morning. Just gonna get a quick look. Thank you. Morning. All right. It's a beauty salon here. Nice little. Got the fitness centre off to the right. Beauty salon and barber shop over here. It always smells so good in here. And then you go off to the left and that will take you to the thermal spa. As you walk down, you can't really see, but down here we have all the thermal pools. We have friends that have the pass, and yeah, they've really enjoyed the spa here. Everything's working, and yeah, they've had a great time. So at the end of all this, you will find the fitness centre. And the fitness centre is open from 6 till 11. I'm just going to do a quick film in here because I don't want to film too many people, but it smells new. So come in, have some chilled towels down here, some weights over here, some people working. It's busy in here, guys. You've got all the things you need, everything you need. Equipment looks great. Towels. Your yoga area over here too. More towels. I wonder if they have the water station. Plenty of equipment, plenty of equipment. Wow. Let's go. Let's have a look at the water. Alright, so they don't. So on the Viva, as we all remember, the Viva had sparkling water, room temperature water, and cold water as options from a machine. It appears that did not make it onto the Aqua. Alright, so that's the quick tour, that lovely wall. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Alright, so on deck 15 we have the adult-free zone, Splash Academy. And hours will be posted, and you can check out for more information in the brochure. But, let's have a quick look here, if you can see that. Alright, so that's deck 15, forward. Okay, on deck 14 you will find the Splash Academy. This has certain opening hours as well, and it is locked unless it's open. So there we go. Alright, so located on deck 12 forward is the medical centre, and it is open from 8 in the morning till 9:30, and then from 6 p.m. till 7:30. Anything outside of those hours is considered out of clinic hours. So also on deck 12 is the studio lounge for those solo travellers. Meanwhile, we are on our way down to deck 8, which is really the main area. Deck 8, 7 and 6. You will find all the main entertainment areas, bars, restaurants, and generally everything you need will be there. So if you have a cabin that's near to that, you'll be near to everything. Up front we have the Aqua Theatre and nightclub. We've seen some shows in here. We often have it closed off in the daytime, so you can't just wander in there. I think because it's the type of theatre it is, it's, you know, there's a lot of moving parts to it. So they don't just generally let people walk in and out. Plus they do a lot of rehearsals as well. But I'll see if I can get in on the other side. They do have a nice bar in here too. This is the Belvedere Bar. On deck 8. This bar is next to Onda by Scarpetta, which is an Italian-themed upscale restaurant. It's an added charge. Also, you can get access to outside here. Onda is probably our favourite restaurant. It's beautiful to look at. The food is very, very good. I would say if you fancy doing one, do this one. There is quite a lot of seating. The chairs are very comfortable. It's very plush. We have various shops up here, perfumes. We've got watches, Effie, of course. And before we go down there, you can look down below into the atrium. Looks like they're getting ready for some sort of demonstration down there at the moment. As I say, deck 8 is where you can do the outside walking area. Head out maybe in a little bit. Photo gallery, photo studios, super cool seating here. If you remember, they had this in one of the places, I think by the Starbucks on the other ships. We have the art gallery. That leads into the photo gallery, where you can also obviously just purchase your photos, but you can also have them produced professionally. You can buy some accessories for your cameras, phones. They do have this fun interactive screen here. It has penguins, there's polar bears, there's all sorts. It's a lot of fun. Alright, so beyond the photo gallery, walking down, we have the Indulge food hall, but also we have the local. It's in two parts. On the left hand side you will have the bar and seating, and then down in this area, which is actually by Los Lobos, which we'll show in the other bit, is actually the dining area.
We'll do the first thing after that.
A lot of TV screens, so it's good for your sporting events here. I'm sure when the American football's on, it's going to be a big thing. Tennis also is huge. Halfway down we have the Haven elevators, solely for use of them. Throughout the ship you'll find those. They're very useful if you happen to be staying in the Haven. Then we have the Indulge food hall. It is open for breakfast, lunch and dinner. We talked about the concept before, where ordering is done off a tablet. It's currently not open at the moment, but they have some obviously lovely food. Has a bar, the Luna bar at the back. That's only open certain hours. I think 11 till 2, and then from 5 until later in the day. it has all the craft beers. So if you want craft beers on tap, you need to come to the Luna bar and its sister, which is the Soleil bar, which is on the back, and you can do that, I believe. Look, we found Sarah. So on the rear, or the aft, we have the Soleil bar. So this one opens, I think, at about 11ish. And then you can, of course, walk all the way around the deck on 8. And then when the weather's good, you can actually walk completely round. Aft, we have the entrance to the local bar and grill. And here you'll have the hostess station. It's a very popular, you quite often will get a pager. Next to that is the beautiful display outside of Los Lobos. Again, a very popular venue. In the day while we've been here, it's been used a lot for card games, board games, and things like that. So let's go in and take a look. So it's beautifully designed, but very popular for board games in here. Alright. Again, an upscale restaurant. It is an upcharge, although it is, I believe, the cheapest of them, at $40 a head. Alright, so this is the outside area of the locale, which today I think is actually usable. As you say, we have some nice, yeah, if you're out of the wind, it's actually very nice. These people have a good idea. The pools. It's all very nice, aren't they? Oh. It's brisk though. Of course, La Terraza Ocean Walk. And this used to be a sort of useless space on the other ones. But actually here we have some AstroTurf with some quality seating arrangements, which this would be really, really nice. I like this a lot better, don't you? Yeah, this is really, really nice. How fun. So yes, not everyone's cup of tea, has to be said. Some people aren't so keen on the old bridges, but... And then we have this area here, which is like contained within this rather interesting little shaped pod. And you have your own wonderful chair and table. Lovely. And as the walk continues, very nice indeed. Yes, there's a ton more seating than there used to be. This is a great improvement for sure. You're still on 8. There's all these things on here. So there's a lot on 8. That's my main one, I would say, probably. We're just going to go down now to 7 and check out 7. 7 will also give you access to the Aqua Theatre, as will 6. Again, it's closed. On this floor, you will find your reservations for shows, guest services, onboard credit areas, excursions over there, and in the far corner over there we have the Cruise Next and loyalty program desk. Really large Starbucks here, and as you can see you get a good view over deck 8, deck 7 and deck 6 from here. So you can stand up here and watch the shows that take place in the atrium, whether it's music, game shows, presentations, etc., etc. Starbucks is fabulous. At the moment of this filming, they are not accepting gift cards, but previously on the Viva and the Prima, you were able to use a Starbucks gift card. So at the moment, it's just a cabin charge. The staff are brilliant. They are proper baristas from Starbucks, and they work extremely hard, and they produce the proper product. Out here, this is a great area to sit. They have a variety of seating options, and of course it's very busy. It is in that, sea day, of course, times 10. They have a work area here with plug-in areas, plugs, but it's not very private. So there are areas around the ship where you can find somewhere to plug in, and I've seen people doing Zoom calls and all sorts of work related to the stuff here. So as we're coming up to disembarkation, this is also where you're going to pick up your luggage tags. Give a quick look over at Starbies. Oh yeah, and in the far corner is the iConnect, which is for Wi-Fi troubleshooting, because you're going to need it. I can tell you that right now. CruiseNext is busy. Don't forget, if you buy your certificates on board, you get all sorts of benefits from that. So they will try and provide you with the information you need to see if it's a thing that you'd be interested in. Moving on down here, we have more little Effie pop-up. This is like the main thoroughfare between all venues, so we have time zones, which is a watch specialist. And keep walking down. We have a little pop-up sales events here, down this corridor basically. St Norman's Poorhouse, extremely popular. There's something going on in there at the moment, not quite sure what. Seems like we can go in, so I'm just going to go in. I don't know what everyone's doing, but we'll have a quick look around. It has its own bar. Pretty small. Small for a very, very popular venue. So, shops. This is the first sailing, proper sailing, so they've been sort of bringing things out as and when they're able to get access to them. So maybe a little bit more limited than you would probably find. As we keep walking down here, we're going to head towards the Metropolitan Bar. First off, we have the Humidor, which is the cigar lounge. That is a double-doored venue to reduce the smells, and to be honest with you, you cannot smell any cigar smoke out here. They've done a really good job with that. We have Cagney's. We dined in there last night. It's very nice. And I don't think I can go in. They probably won't let me go in, but it's pretty. Metropolitan Bar. It's not open yet. I think that opens at 11. Obviously very popular. They did increase the size of it. They do have music in here at night time. It's again a very, very popular venue, and that's used for quizzes. And if you're into knitting and stitching, that's also the area where you do it. Here is another bank of Haven elevators as well. Moving down, we are going towards Nama Sushi. This is also an upcharged restaurant. I believe it's a set price. You can no longer buy a la carte at any of these restaurants, unfortunately, because otherwise we would have popped in for a sushi roll. But you can't. You have to get the whole cover charge, which I think is either $40 or $60. So that's Nama Sushi. It does have quite a limited menu as well. Then we have La Bistro. La Bistro is a beautiful French style restaurant. I'm just going to pop in very quickly. We did not eat in here actually this time. It's a small, intimate dining space with this quite spectacular chandelier as a centerpiece. So as you can see, very nice. And then down the far end we have Hudson's, which we've been to many times before for lunch, we've been for dinner, we've been for breakfast, and it's a very pretty space. We'll have a quick peek around the corner because I'll be setting up for lunch. Let's get to that time. Again, very pretty, just for a main dining room, very spectacular. We have white cloths and soft furnishings, so very nice. Menus change not as often as they used to. Just rotate every three days or 4 days, which on a long sailing can get a bit monotonous, but there are plenty of other options to eat at. So Hudson's is one of the main dining rooms. There is another one called Commodore. That is actually on deck 6. We'll get to that in a little bit. So that's basically the end of deck 7. So we'll move on down and we'll go and explore deck 6. But as you can see, just inside, before you walk into the casino, we have the Improv, which currently is set up for our auction, so can't go in there. But this is used venue for game shows. It obviously is where the comedy shows are, and the art people seem to use it for their stuff. Bingo's been held there, all sorts. We have the Players Club next to the casino. We have the stage area, which has nightly performances, music and game shows, all that sort of thing. We have the beautiful Penrose Bar, which is rather nicely appointed. Of course, this area is multi-purpose. It's used for demonstrations, a lot of game shows, a lot of music, and it's got mixed reviews because it's a bit awkward. It's very pretty, very nice indeed. Alright, of course, forward here is also, on deck 6 forward, is the access to the theatre as well. Alright, so the casino does bleed into this area as well. Don't forget the casino is 18 and above. Do not let your kids play in that area, and also do not take the chairs from the machines. They will get on you for that. So, come through the casino on deck 6, and you're going to come to the whiskey bar and also Hasuki, which is the teppanyaki. There are a set of toilets back here. We have the whiskey bar, we have Hasuki, which is very pretty. A lot of people coming here today. So let's go and check out Hasuki quickly. Just going to have a little film around. It's much bigger than on the previous ships. They obviously moved the location. This is down to deck 6. This is where Cagney's was on both the Prima and the Viva. Now we have a sizable amount of teppanyaki tables here. So, yeah, that's a lot. And we had friends that eat here. They said it was very nice, a lot of fun. So, come check it out if that's your thing. And we have the whiskey bar over here, which is very popular. Of course, not open at the moment. This is where the Belvedere used to be on both the Prima and the Viva, but they switched them around. Behind it we have the swirl bar, the wine bar. It's very pretty. I think people have been using this a lot as a workspace in the daytime because it's easy. It's a really cute space. And then last but not least, the Commodore restaurant. Alright, so this is the other main dining room. This is the Commodore room. If you are staying in a suite, you will get to use this for breakfast and for lunch as your private dining venue. You don't get to use the Haven if you're staying in a suite, unless it's a Haven suite. But this is the Commodore. It has a different vibe, very much so from the Hudson's. We do not have tablecloths. It has a much cleaner line, more classic. It'll be the same menu as Hudson's. It just has a different vibe, basically. It looks to be much bigger, actually, than on the Prima or the Viva. It seems to go back a little further. Could be wrong. Could just be, you know, the way it appears. But yeah, it looks good. Looks nice. Yeah, cool. Well, guys, that is the end of deck 6. If there's anything else that I think that I've missed, I'll add it to this video as well. But hopefully that gives you a good layout and a feel for how the Aqua is.